I have more important stuff to do. Which was what again? Alright.
Come on, come on. Pick up the window.
I want it. Grab food because I'm hungry. I will. Because guess which loser slept through their alarm and ended
You.
up waking up late for school.
Okay, there we go.
I'm waking up like 20 minutes before school starts when it takes like 25
Alright, let's
minutes.
investigate. Am I streaming? I should be.
What is
Okay, we're going to investigate.
investigationing time?
Here we go. Health warning. Okay. Capcom. Hey, I love that game company. This also has an autosave. Awesome. Thank you.
You know, they told me about Harmony and Law. Apparently, it's like the next game.
Hmm?
The next game is called Harmony and Law. It's a investigations game.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. This game is full of jazz, so I love it. My breath is stolen. Oh yeah. Here we go. That's so cool. Oh, I know this. I know this leitmotif. Okay, here we go. My dad is still working. Oof. I remember I said every flashback case, well, every, like, the cases that happened in the past will be pixel art, so we're going with HD. Turnabout visitor. I can't wait for Miles Edgeworth to be held at gunpoint.
Yay. Okay.
Everything old is new. I got an achievement. Here we go, chat, here we go. March 14th, 1:16 a.m. To make sure the defendant is found guilty, what other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. Bang. Merry Christmas, no matter what the cost.
God, that's cute. Wink, I mean what? Who said that?
Nah, I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been, always will be. Literally every prosecutor is a prodigy except for Winston Payne. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Oh my god. Here he comes, here he comes. Look at him go! It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked. I need water. Alright. Detective Gumshoe? What's the smell? It's very familiar. Blood? Detective Gumshoe, this isn't clean. Gah! What the? What's the meaning of this? I peeked. Freeze. I don't remember who this is. Identify yourself. Shut up. You've got some nerve committing a murder in a prosecutor's office. Is that a threat? Oopsies. Sorry.
Loki, he kinda hot.
Miles?
Yeah.
Let me make one thing very clear. This is a Darien. This is literally Darien moment. I'm just saying. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. Alright, bye. Yes. Run away, coward, he says. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I bet you didn't know that one before. And I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases and some very frantic and busy days.
Welcome to the life of an attorney.
I'm a prosecutor.
Attorney.
Not an
attorney.
attorney.
They're the same thing. They're the same thing.
This is my evidence. Proof of my profession. However, I prefer to keep it in my pocket. Profiles. The victim in this case. Why was he killed in my office? I finished photographing the victim's body, sir. Very well. Please continue your investigation. Yes, sir.
It's a Mama Sky reference!
Mr. Edwards, sir. Are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. When I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away. I don't remember what I gave Gumshoe. This is Dick Gumshoe. He is a detective with the local precinct, and the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine, however. Yeah, look what they did to your office. It's it's totally trashed. I'll say.
Samurai statue right there.
The culprit. I'm not a nerd, you're a nerd. The culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with chucking mud into my office. Oh, and I guess murdering someone too, but dirt is unacceptable. Whoa, sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing. This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. Whoa, that's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, who are you, the person watching behind a screen? Oh, sorry. Why of all places did the murder occur in my office?
Don't break the fourth wall.
I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. Do I have a mindscape yet? No. Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you? No, not really. Especially because of this. The key to your office? Mr. Edwards, sir. What do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Logic? Yes, it's something only I have. By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic. So how do you use it? First, I recall the information we'd gathered with Q, and then I connect it together with T. Because you're a cutie. Wow, good job, Mr. Edgeworth.
Whoa.
Now to use Q and recall the facts. Oh, I pressed logic. Is it really a coincidence that the murder took place in my office? What am I supposed... I'm rather confused. Oh, I got it. I got an achievement. For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks. Her lock. I mean, what?
Huh?
Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as a mere coincidence. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after? You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir. Yes, well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. That's... However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far away from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir! I don't remember what, voice I gave. What's your name? Gumshoe. Let me just, quickly pull up my, Apollo Justice. Because I don't remember what voice I gave him. Ben takes on Apollo Justice. I assume this.
Oops.
Gumshoe.
Oh shoot. One shot. Square. Forehead. I admit. I did fast.
I forgot that he was someone I have to
7 years deep.
voice. Hold on a minute. Why is this so hard to find Gumshoe talking?
Well, fat. How can you be so sure? Hey, you gotta learn to stop relying on people to do your thinking for you, pal.
Okay, literally just the same thing I've been doing. I'm so smart. The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir. I know that. And when I want to examine something, I simply use space when I am next to it. Good job, sir, I guess. Oh, if you ever feel lost and just want to talk, use T, okay? I'll give you great precise advice as an ace investigator. Oh my gosh. I'll give you great and precise advice as an ace investigator. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. His wallet. Who are you, sir? What do we have here? Hey, I think I've seen one of these before. It's a police badge. Oh, it's not a wallet. It's a police badge, detective. Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinkydink. Let's take a look inside. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that a victim was a detective just like you. What's a detective, sir? Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area, because I was looking at his stomach and not his hand. Looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir. Oh, that's Gumshoe. In other words, he was shot. Yup, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Are you going to be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir? Of course, this is the safest way I know how to keep track of it all. Alright, if you say so. With my brain power, I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press E to open my organizer. I forgot I speak like an old British person. But the organizer isn't only for evidence, I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts there often. No! I don't believe it! I packed those files on the shelves so tight! Not even an earthquake could make them fall off, but just look at them. I've been peeking. At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all. A problem, to be sure. Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back on the shelf. Are you joking? Can you not see the blood on the Your files are all over the floor, sir. They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless. I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I water the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. Just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled. Does he have a life? That's the thing, Edgeworth. He doesn't. Yeah, watch out for the teacup fragments over there, sir. Yeah, that killer is going to pay. This tea set. Yikes, you're really mad over this. What is that pose, bro? This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. That's a Great Ace Attorney reference, if you couldn't tell. It costs more than your whole month's paycheck. What? No, I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks. Oh my gosh, I can click and point. Look at him walking. A gun. I wonder what this could have been used for. What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here. I think I've seen one of these before. Care to enlighten me as to where? Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model. I think. Detective. I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it. So it's the same type of revolver as the one used by the precinct's detectives. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. Okay, I guess. Logic. It was the detective's gun. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes, sir! On it now, sir! How do you want me to do this? Just pat his pockets down. Okay, excuse me, pal. Let's see here. What have we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir, this guy's wearing a gun holster. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver. As I always say, you gotta look really carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, left arrow to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Use Q and E to zoom in and out to get in the nitty-gritty. Okay, great. To think that it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger. You know, I can't ever see myself really liking guns. Oh, but I love the ones they use at track and field meets to start races. If you take off before it's fired, everybody always ends up following your lead. To chase you down for a false start, detective. Now that you mention, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place. Looks like only one round was fired from this. Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wresting the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. I guess this is about all we're going to find out. Should send the body to Jim! Why, oh why? How could this have happened to a guy like you? Are you alright? Detective, is this how you do emotion? Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be! Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh! Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night. I'm sure it's just a blood-stained suit, pal. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes I am. I'm Jack Sportman. Prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor. I would hope you know that. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office? Yes, that is correct. Then it was you! You're the one who killed Jim! Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? I will not. I know how things work around here. High prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. You only have the office key to his or her own office door, and whatever that said. That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. The key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So the only one who could have gotten in here was me. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means. So it was you then! You're Jim's killer! No way, pal, you got it all wrong. Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct? If you are a real prosecutor, you should know how to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions? Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay? Now how about a handshake to seal the deal? A pleasure to work with you. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then, it's your room after all. Thank you. I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there! Sir! What the? I want you to capture this scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner, Jim. But his name is Buddy Faith. Oh my gosh. I should probably give them some space. Ouch, they even knocked over your chess set. I had it all set up ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games. I had no idea you were interested in chess. I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try. In that case, I suppose we can set up some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity, whatever. Excuse me. Ah, your jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor? It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round. So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in? What if they'd shot through it? It would have been a disaster. It's not worth getting worked up over, detective. Not when there's something more here. Oh, like what? I take it you haven't noticed yet, detective. There is a giant contradiction right here in front of us. Really? Oh, I know this one. Did I say contradiction? I said it incorrectly. Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my deductive skills come into play. Did someone say deductive skills? I have some deductive skills myself. Herlock Sholmes. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. This is it. The bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my cursor at it and press T with conviction. And when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it! This is how I do things.
Okay, nerd.
What? Oh, R isn't present? No, I don't like this. I don't like this.
I think you can change the keybinds and stuff. I don't
Yes,
know.
you can, but I'm gonna change it later, so just shh.
Okay.
Eureka! This bullet hole is the contradiction. What do you mean, sir? It's elementary. Did someone say elementary? My did, Mikotoba?
Wrong. Generation?
Run is Z? I can run?
Yeah. R is history. What the hell?
What was his T? No. And then you will be, yeah, okay. It's elementary. 2 shots. Sorry. What? 2 shots were fired in this room. 2 shots were shired in this room.
Yes.
The first felled the victim, and the second felled this frame. Hey, that's right. However, this gun was only fired once. Hey, that's true too. That's true. See? Oh, you're right. That was a really bad one. Which means one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight? By the way, I noticed something, sir. Yes? What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame? Ah, that. It's a secret safe. A secret safe? Oh, I smell money. I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. Now, if you would kindly move the frame out of the way. Roger that.
My question is, why does he have a portrait of his...
Of his suit?
Yeah.
Because he made his debut in it.
Why portrait of him?
Talk about dusty. I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while. I had no idea there was a safe here where I'd kept it clean for you, sir. So when did you put this thing in? It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Really, I had no idea. Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. So, what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Nothing. We should leave it alone. Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, but shouldn't we investigate it? No, there's nothing in there. I can assure you. There's nothing in there. I can't risk him finding out if my limited edition Steel Samurai CD is in there.
Oh, I thought you'd have, like, love letters to write.
What? No. Right now? I mean, now? We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session. That's it. Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams.
Yeah, because you don't get paid good enough.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Now this is odd. You found something, sir? This keypad. Don't you find it to be a bit too clean? Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself. You there, forensic scientist. What's your name, Ryusei? Yes, sir. Could you please dust this area for fingerprints? You got it, sir. I couldn't find let alone lift a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. It's time to rationally and calmly connect the dots with the information we have. Well, it's a good thing my steel samurai doll was spared any harm. Speaking of which, I haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show. What's it about again? Well, I don't know much about it myself, but the hero of Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai, and his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Not me, of course. Definitely not me. Spin-offs like Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo, and The Nickel Samurai, along with a dulge of merchandise and even a new stage show, gives it presents. I watched the stage show. You went with me. Someone almost died. Do you remember that? Oh yeah, and Mr. Wright was there too. You can't say that name, Gumshoe. You sure know a lot. You sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy? Of course not. Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. That conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation. Hey, what a cool thing right here. Oh, it's your trophy, the, Knight of Prosecutors, right? King of Prosecutors. And it's not a trophy, it's a shield. They only send this to the winning prosecutor, right? Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself. Because I am Edgeworth. That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime. Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me.
That's crazy.
Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers? The ones that come with a card attached every month like clockwork for you? Yep. Speaking of that, let's see what's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Wendy. Of Naruhodo Ryunosuke. Oh, Miss Irony. How painful are thy thorns? Wendy, isn't that the name of that old lady with the whiny voice that stopped? That's enough, detective. You need not remind me further. Ah, a couch. I hope we can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on this sofa. That thing looks a billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit on it too, just for a little while, sir? Detective Gumshoe, you know I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest. You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end. Even once this case is over, I don't think you can afford to take any time off. It's been a while since I've sat at this desk. Oh, how I've missed you. It's so tidy that it looks newer than when I first bought it. Oh yeah, that thing's so polished it makes mirrors jealous. Don't tell me you had no other work the entire time I was away, detective. My job is to protect your office, sir. You did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it. That's harsh, sir. I have to admit the desk has never looked better, so I guess I can't dock his pay.
Jesus Christ. Be nice.
I've already finished examining this area, but it never hurts to look again. I never knew there was a safe hidden back here. Well, if detectives knew about them, then it wouldn't be secret now, would they? Are there any other secret hidden things in this room? Even if there were, it would defeat the purpose of them being hidden if I told you. So don't bother looking for them. So there's no, like, hidden camera around, right? And what if there was? Yeah, no, it's nothing. Forget I said anything. Do I even want to ask what he's been doing in my office while I've been away? Okay. Hey, buddy. Hey, pal.
Why are the posters like $30?
How is it coming along? please, I need absolute silence. This picture is too important to mess up. I'll leave the man to his art. Excuse me, sir. Forensics officer Ryusei. Excuse me. Can I talk to you for a moment, sir? Why aren't you looking at me? Excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
Inches away.
Sir.
Let's do that.
You there? Don't speak. Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
And do you have anything to report? Sir, yes, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary, sir. And yet there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes. You're very close to me, sir. Talk about a contradiction. Something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Excuse me. What do you mean by that? Excuse... Mother... Mr. Portsman, a word if I may. Jim, I swear I'll find your killer and bring them to justice. You wait and see. It'll be for both of us. Now then, you wanted to talk to me about something? No, that's alright. I feel like I'm interrupting their conversation. What am I looking for, then? Detective, do you have... Detective... Hello, detective. Mr. Edward, you have a pretty big forehead. Why are you looking... What?
Big
How
ass
dare you?
forehead.
How dare? Krill
Big ass
yourself,
forehead.
as Wright would say. Miss Faye told me to tell you to krill yourself. Okay.
Aww.
What am I supposed to do? Hello? What am I supposed to... Excuse me. Partner. You called, sir? Oh, never mind. Can I logic? Let me logic. No, that's... How do I logic? Q. No, I don't think this is writ. This is writ? This is it. Oh! Wait. This and... this. Yes!
Woohoo!
I believe I've figured out what the murderer was after. Well, what is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe.
You believe?
I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime. I'm guessing. Oh, I'm right. There is a possibility... Sorry. There is a possibility that the files splayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir? Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen. Yes, sir, I'm gonna shelve files like you've never seen before, even in a library. Sure. Let's give that a try. Why do all the good ones always die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth. My father was quite old when he died, actually. Oh, sorry. No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. Unless you're talking to someone of the Fae clan. All we can do is search for the truth. And? So what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth? First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place. You got it. Here, let me help. So, this file goes here, and that book goes there. Sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edward's office. Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal, okay? Done. It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here. The bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh. I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf. And when the guy fell to the floor, the blood on the floor is kind of grossing me out. Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now. No, but you know I'm not good with blood, sir. I think there's something wrong with this picture.
The detective? Oh.
Eureka! Oh, whoopsies. I'm wrong. Eureka! Ha! You don't understand? You see, therein lies the contradiction. No, Mr. Edgeworth, you're wrong. That wasn't a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to... This is where the bullet lodged itself after it went through the victim, huh? For the bullet to be lodged so squarely in a spine in the file spine, indicates that the files were ransacked after the shooting had occurred. And I guess the victim was moved because he was in the killer's way. The victim's handprints. He must have tried to support himself with his hands here after being shot. There are prints on the floor too. This must have been made when, unable to stay standing, he dropped to the floor. Put them all back just as they should be, sir. Doesn't look like anything's missing. Although it does look like the killer moved the body to flip through my shelves. Wonder if they found what they were looking for.
I wonder.
Hey, Gumshoe, this is wrong. This is 0. You're stupid. Because the victim was in a
Hey,
sitting
nice.
position here after being stunned. He is stupid. He's canonically stupid.
Nice.
You know who else is canonically stupid? Sebastian de Best. That would look to be the logical conclusion.
How the fuck did Gumshoe become a detective?
How am I supposed to know? Hey, his butt is covered in blood. Sorry. The killer moved the body because it was leaning against the bookshelf. The blood on this guy's pants proves that pretty well. In a sense, I suppose. See, I'm not completely... See, I'm not completely Eustace, Mr. Edgeworth. I mean useless. Okay, let me try again. No? Oh, I am correct. There's clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole. What do you mean, sir? Ooh. Oh, baby. Jazz. You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! The victim was shot in the stomach. The hole should be much higher up. What if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir? That would be illogical. The victim leaned against this shelf here after being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was shot. Then that means... Wait, what does that mean, sir? It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mind detective. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption, and that it was a mistake from our current contradiction with Bourne. What is the faulty assumption that causes problem with the bullet hole's position? I believe the order of the files is a bit off. You mean I put them back in the wrong order just now? Hey, actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir. Oh? Yeah. You see here how the files that were shot begin with the number 0? What are all those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird. Actually, the way they are organized now is the correct order. They're exactly as I see them in my mind's eye. But the numbers are all out of order. Those wet binders are special, so they are arranged a bit differently. But from this, we know that the files were not shot in this order when the crime occurred. Aha! So that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out. Is it okay to prop the body back up like how it was before it was moved? They finished processing the crime scene, so I don't see why I shouldn't be. If you please, Detective Gumshoe. Buddy, baby. As suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith. And then put all the files back in numerical order, I guess. Exactly. And then proceeded to shoot the victim. But why would someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time? Oh, that was Gumshoe. Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice, once before and once after the crime scene, but why? Well, the crime scene is as it is this kind of... Oh, what's this? This. How cliche. 11,037. Why does it say Gumshoe there in blood? I'd say that's some incredibly incriminating evidence. Yes, indicatively of criminal activity indeed. No, wait, there's gotta be some mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me say something, sir. It appears that one of my files was stolen. Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation? Is this what the killer was really after? Oh, we're done. Looks like Jim was able to leave us with the name of his killer in the end. And this is the most important message managed to reach us. I'm telling you, it wasn't me! You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. My beloved what? If you're going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up. Jim's words, they're more than enough, wouldn't you say? If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning. You got it. I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude, and there must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you going to do? What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique. Oh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir? Maybe some other time. Mr. Portsman, if you are ready. Aw, if you don't have time, you could have just said so. Dun, dun, dun. I know this track. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters that his body was hiding. Ooh, and it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer? I can hear Jim's voice and he's calling for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in that man's logic and expose it with credible evidence.
Oh, he cares.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Hold on a minute. Yeah, there we go. I need this. Levi's final words. Detective Gumshoe. You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask. What is it? Why do you call the victim Jim, when clearly his name is Buddy Faith? Isn't it obvious? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. Jackson Jim. Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly? But Jim isn't even close to the guy's real name. Well, Jackson Buddy just sounds off somehow. Besides, he was the third of a bunch of guys I decided to nickname Jim. Talks about the victim like he was his pet.
Hold it!
Do you really think it was necessary to dishevel my shelves twice to do that? That's true. Okay, then maybe this real intent was theft. Hey, are you accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Edgeworth? It's a possibility. Maybe your salary's been cut so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle. I'll have you know that I eat 3 square meals every day, pal. Okay, so 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but... Poor thing, what an evil prosecutor, something, something, something. I forgot to read the rest.
Hold it!
But there's one missing. Why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters? Well, the body was covering it quite well, wouldn't you say? That's how he missed it. Oopsies. Wow, I can screenshot? Crazy. I can... Wow. By judging from what I've seen, it doesn't take much for your detective to miss something. Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal. There's a lot a person can understand about another from first impressions alone. I can't say I disagree with him on that point. But why don't you say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Despite his lack of attention to detail, I don't believe the detective is the culprit. Nobody could have overlooked the letters. Yeah, I got evidence for you. I got evidence for you, buddy.
Objection!
Oh yeah. Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic. Huh. Bringing a bit of the quorum into this, I see. No problem, I'm game. I can't help but find it odd. Excuse me? Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking, I get it, huh?
No, you don't.
Oh my god. That's me. Oh! Ooh!
Oh, I can. That's so weird.
There's a guitar in it. That wasn't there before. If we have time to laugh, then you have time to take another closer look at this. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible. What's impossible, Mr. Portsman? Nothing. The files on that shelf were all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines. It's possible that they could have taken the file before committing the murder. I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters in the detective's name, where the file should be, is proof. Yeah, I mean the S is gone and there's only half of an H. If Detective Gumshoe was really the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood. Which means, what exactly? What does that make this dying message? It makes the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. That's so low. I can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time. Well, Mr. Portsman. Brilliant. Absolutely splendid. Logic deserving of an Olympic gold. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. Man, you win some, you lose some. That's how life goes. I'm glad everyone's so cheery, even though I feel more dead than alive. But you know, is it really a shame? I really didn't want to have to bring things up, however. Oopsies. What is this? What is it this time? You're still after me, pal? Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office? That would be me! But Mr. Edward just proved that I'm innocent, pal. No, if anything, I proved you more guilty. What kind of jacket is this, by the way? Like, what? That's absolutely right. And I acknowledge your innocence.
It's like a trench coat.
Yes, but like, why? Why is it pure
People
white?
have their And people have their style,
Yeah, like some
I guess.
weirdos wear cravats every day. Then why do I
Yeah,
sense
for
that you
real.
still have something to say? What is this? What is that?
Sounds like paper.
Well, I was thinking, do you know there is one other person with a key to this office? One other person. Hey, you there. Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me? A lady?
Where?
Girl is a member of this building security. I think of her as a material
Oh,
witness.
no.
Security?
Oh,
Did you
no.
say security? No, stop it, pal. Don't! What's wrong with him all of a sudden?
Oh no. Okay,
Oh.
never mind. I thought
Why?
it was Wendy.
Oh, no. That's probable, though. I think she's in a later case. I believe she needs no introduction. I've called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security. Do you want to do this?
Detective Gumshoe, sir.
Maggie! Stop getting framed for murders. This is the third time. Miss Bird is the security guard on watch tonight. I see. And your point is? My point is that she could have very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all office doors in this building. What? If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird.
How dare you! I would never sneak into someone's room.
That's right, I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me, that's right, I did it. Can we take that as a confession, Detective? Well, it wasn't really nice of me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So, yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right? Please, refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here.
What is his hair?
That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason. Oh, do I want to do this? I'm kind of tired. My voice is hurting. I haven't done this in a bit.
Go rest then.
I'm gonna save here then.
Okay.
Oh baby, here we go. And goodbye. Back to title. I already saved. I don't need to do this. Back to title. Now let's take a look at the extras. Just cause Oh, photo album. Oh no, I have to win them? No! Character compendium. Oh, I have to unlock them? Oh,
Yeah?
no! Oh boy. I need to find. Where is he? Let's start with Courtney. So these were her redesigns. Look at her gravity-defying boobs. I'm just saying. Next. Oh dear.
Oh. Look like a leprechaun.
She looks like. Oopsies. Okay, wait. She looks like Bayonetta. Next. I think this is still her. Oh, she had a sword? She used to have a sword. That's cool. She used
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's
she
my
used to
hair.
have the Francisca time skip hair.
That's my haircut.
Oh, buddy. He used to look like Blaze. I'm gonna cry.
Ew.
I mean, whatever his
No.
name is now. He had glasses? What a loser. Rubik's Cube! Look at this Sonic-looking
Rubik's
guy,
Cube,
bro.
what the hell? Ew. What? Okay, but like, who designed these characters? What was their fascination with hair flicking up?
Hold on a minute. Let me
Who designed these?
Ace. Attorney investigations artist. I believe. Okay. Tatsuro Iwamoto. Hey,
What
I
was
know
his
this.
fascination with the
Oh, and they
flicking up
wanted
hair?
this. This was his like walking sprite. Look at that silhouette, buddy. Oh yeah, that's how I draw him. And this was, oh my gosh.
Okay, he's kind of pretty.
Obviously, he's the best.
Oh, shush.
I think this is also him.
Mm.
Yeah, he used to be a weirdo.
Ew.
I think that says heaven. Oh, he used to
Bruh.
have this skull thing like Blaze does. And a lock, maybe? Oh, okay.
Lock, like her
Her lock and sorry, just...
lock.
What is this? Ew, gross. Yeah, he used to look like his dad, and I fear that. Apollo!
What's he doing there?
What are you doing here? He used to be a Yu-Gi-Oh character, bro. I think this is his
Was?
father. Over here.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh yes, Francisca, get him. Get him,
Get
Francisca.
him, friend! Get him, friend!
I don't know why he's here. Raymond Shields. Gregory. Ew, this lady. I don't like her.
Why are her tits out? Oh no. I don't want to see her.
Bad. Bad.
Fanfic depictions of her are weird enough.
Ooh, the Yatagarasu, I guess. Who are these Oh, the Yatagarasu. Look at him standing, bro.
Whoa, full body.
This bitch. I'm sorry. That's really mean, but like, I despise him.
Oh no.
Pearl? Why was Pearl here? Help,
Could've
that
had a
looks like
Pearl.
Ghost Trick. Why is Pearl here? I don't think she's actually in this game. I know Phoenix is in the game.
Tits?
Well, in the background. You know what? You know what we need to listen to? Wow, the whole freaking thing is here. Okay, here it is. What is this? Orchestral arrangements. Wait! Where? Where are you? Where are you?
Where are you?
No! It's not here! They didn't... No! They didn't do it! Okay, whatever. Well, I'll just put on, winning deductions? It's not first class reasoning anymore! Listen to his track. Winning independence? No! I miss first class farewell!
What's winning independence? I only know
It's
whatever
his-
the hell you just said.
First class farewell. Ugh, you need to listen to this. It's so much more impactful when when it shows up in the game. So, oh, well, I gotta change this. I'm gonna put it back to... Oh, yeah. There we go. And this will be my menu.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. It won't be my menu.